the go-ahead run on base. The game ended when it was a failed squeeze attempt for Wiggins to end the game, the third out occurring at the plate. Let's take a look at the batting order first for Yuma. Again, the visitors in this one. It will be Stephen Wells leading things off as the catcher. Johnny Trejo's at third base, batting second. Addison Weathers, the shortstop, bats third. Right fielder Jake Gordon bats fourth. Paul Brophy's the pitcher for Game 2 of the doubleheader. Brophy bats fifth. Left fielder Manny Tenna bats sixth. Giovanni Rodriguez bats seventh. Chase McCreath and Alex Falkenberg, second base and center field, round out the Yuma batting order. Defensively for Wiggins, Joe Dorn's behind the plate. Isaac Oberg at first. Cale Crosant at second. The shortstop is Josh Dorn. Emilio Bravo Sosa is the third baseman. Outfield left to right, Jacob Jensen, Pete Kamerzel, and Devin Harshman. And the starting pitcher in Game 2 for Wiggins will be freshman right-hander Dylan Harshman. Harshman on the season, 2 appearances. He has thrown 4 innings, a 5.25 ERA for Harshman. That is 4 runs, 3 earned on 6 hits, no walks, and 8 strikeouts. Stephen Wells will lead things off for Yuma. Wells gets the start behind the plate for the Indians in Game 2 of this doubleheader. Yuma now 6-1 on the season, 6-1 into a District 2 play. The freshman Harshman winds and fires. First pitch on the outside corner is called strike 1. 0-1 to Stephen Wells, leading off the top of the first inning for Yuma. Wells swings. This one's in the air. Center field. Coming in is Kamerzel. Kamerzel will make the catch, and there's 1 away. Everybody reacting, then Kamerzel finally finding out where it was, able to make the catch. Wells is retired for the first out. Sun sets your third base or the shortstop in left field looking in. Sun's going to be setting right in your field of vision. Johnny Trejo, first pitch swinging. This one's in the air in the left center field gap. That's going to get down past Jacob Jensen. Trejo around first. Trejo digging for second. Head first slide into second. It's a 1-out double for Johnny Trejo. Jensen kind of in that no man's land as he was charging over. Didn't quite lay out for it, just tried to reach the glove down, couldn't pick it. Runner on second for Yuma now with 1 out in the top of the first. Addison Weathers to the plate. Dylan Harshman a look to second. Kick and fire. First pitch on the outside corner. Weathers takes strike 1 called. One of those rare instances where you have the same home plate umpires you had Game 1. You know the strike zone. It's going to be corners on either side. Harshman will step off the rubber. Look Trejo back to second base. Yuma took the first game 8-5, trying to sweep the doubleheader. Weathers will foul this one at the plate. It's no balls and 2 strikes to Addison Weathers. 0-2 to Weathers at the plate. Runner on second with 1 out. Harshman sets at the belt. Peek back to second. Now the 0-2. Weathers will swing, pulled down the third baseline. Fair territory. Bravo Sosa has it. Long throw across. Not going to be in time. On the back end and on the throw, Trejo will take third base. It's an infield single for Weathers. And Trejo takes third on the throw to first. Runners on the corners for Yuma with 1 out. Wasn't hit all that hard, and Bravo Sosa was basically right at the bag. I think maybe waiting for it to go foul. It never did. Had to play it, thrown out in time. Now Jake Gordon. First and third for Yuma, 1 out. Harshman will set at the belt. First pitch, Gordon swings. Chopper on the infield. Knocked down by the shortstop, Doran. Everybody's going to be safe. Doran caught it halfway between hops. The run scores 1-0. Yuma with the lead. Doran caught it between hops, knocked it down, and it just kept rolling and rolling away from him. Now runners on first and second with 1 out for the pitcher, Paul Brophy. 1-0 Yuma's lead, top of the first. Brophy looks at the first pitch, up and outside, away from the left-hander, ball 1. 1-0 Yuma with the lead. Weathers away from second. Gordon the runner at first. Harshman from the stretch, 1-0. Brophy swings. This one's in the air left field. Jensen misplays it. Started to come in. It's over his head. Weathers will score. Gordon to third on the play. It's an RBI double for Paul Brophy. That one was struck well off the bat. And Jensen, the left fielder, his first step was in. Now we'll have a courtesy runner for the pitcher, Brophy, as it will be Orlando Caraveo coming in to run. 2 across in the inning for Yuma, still 2 on, second and third with 1 out for Manny Tenna. Harshman will wind from the stretch, kick and fire. Tenna looks at a first pitch fastball, up high in the zone, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Gordon away from third. Caraveo, the courtesy runner for Brophy, away from second. Harshman deals from the stretch. Looked at third. Now the kick and fire, 1-0. Tenna swings. That one's popped up. Shallow center field. It's going to drop in front of Camerzell coming in. Gordon will score. The throw to third gets away from Bravo Sosa. And on the throw, Tenna's into second base. It's an RBI single for Tenna. Caraveo goes to third. And Tenna ends up at second, and Wiggins in this first inning now going to have a conference on the mound. Still runners on second and third for Yuma. 3 runs across on 4 hits. A couple of Wiggins errors in this top of the first inning. Have to give an error to the center fielder, Camerzell, on the throw, because I think if the throw's on line, Caraveo's out at third. Have a position swap for the outfield. The right fielder now is Jacob Jensen. The left fielder now be Devin Harshman. So swap the 2 corner outfielders. Giovanni Rodriguez, the first baseman, swing and miss on a fastball, strike 1. 3-0 Yuma leads top of the first inning. Still runners on second and third. Still only the 1 out. Harshman will work from the stretch. Sets at the belt. Left-handed hitting first baseman Giovanni Rodriguez at the plate. This is on the inside corner. Strike called. No balls, 2 strikes now to Rodriguez at the plate. Dylan Harshman, the Wiggins pitcher, look to second. Kick, 0-2. Swung on, ground ball to first. Oberg knocks it down, has it go through to the outfield grass. Throw to first, not in time to get Rodriguez. And while Wiggins is trying to get out at first, both Caraveo and Tenna come across to score. 5 across in the inning for Yuma. Runner on first, 1 out still. It's Chase McCreath at the plate. 5-0 Yuma leads top of the first. Creeth on the outside corner. Takes strike 1 called. No balls and a strike to McCreath at the plate. 5 runs, 4 hits. Wiggins 3 errors in the inning. Harshman a peek over to first. Short lead for Rodriguez away from first. Now the pitch inside as it backs the right-handed hitting McCreath off the plate. Ball 1. Oberg holds Rodriguez on at first. Rodriguez not much of a threat to run. Typically the catcher, and usually has a courtesy runner out them at first base, has to run for himself. McCreath puts a drive into this one, into left field. That's going to be over the head of Harshman. Rodriguez will go first to third on the play. A 1-out double for Chase McCreath. That one was struck well. Harshman kind of stumbled trying to go back. Even if he gets a perfect jump on it, it's still over his head. It's second and third now for Alex Falkenberg. Still only one out in the inning. Rodriguez, the lead runner at third. McCreath at second. 5-0 Yuma with the lead. Top of the first, one out. From the stretch, first pitch. Falkenberg takes a bit high, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes to Falkenberg. 9th man in the inning comes to the plate for Yuma in the first. The 1-0 inside. Falkenberg leans out of the way, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Falkenberg at the plate. 5 runs, 5 hits in the inning for Yuma. 2-0. Falkenberg looked like he was taking the entire way. It's strike called. 2 balls and a strike now to Falkenberg. Harshman hasn't thrown that many pitches, only 20 pitches, not excessively high. Yuma's just hit him. Now the 2-1. That one's fouled at the plate. Count even, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Alex Falkenberg at the plate. Runners on second and third for Yuma with 1 out in the inning. And a 5-0 lead in the top of the first. Dylan Harshman kicks his 2-2, swung on. That one's in the air to right field, and Jensen couldn't find it. It falls in front. Rodriguez will score. Coming in, the tag at the plate will get McCreath on the back end on the throw. It's Falkenberg into second. RBI single for Falkenberg, but an out at the plate is the second of the inning. Still a 6-0 lead for Yuma. Jensen in right field, I don't think ever quite saw it clean. It falls in front as Harshman will spin and look Falkenberg back to second base. Now Stephen Wells to the plate. 6-0 Yuma leads top of the first inning. Wells flew out to start the inning for Yuma. Runner on second, 2 outs. First pitch, Wells swings, ground ball back up the middle. Crosent behind second base has to gather his feet. The off-balance throw will get Wells, and that ends the inning. But it's 6 runs on 6 hits, 3 errors, and a runner left on base, middle of the first inning. 6-0 the Yuma lead on KNEC. Bottom of the first inning, Yuma 6, Wiggins 0. Mark Romero with you on 100.9 KNEC, KNECradio.com. Here's how Yuma lines up defensively. It will be Stephen Wells behind the plate. Giovanni Rodriguez is at first. Chase McCreath, the second baseman. Third baseman is Johnny Trejo. Shortstop is Addison Weathers. Manny Tena, Alex Falkenberg, Jake Gordon, the outfield left to right. The starting pitcher in this second game of the doubleheader be the left-handed sophomore, Paul Brophy. On the season for Brophy, 0-1 in 2 appearances. That's 8 innings thrown for Brophy. In those 8 innings, 5 runs, 3 earned on 5 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 2 walks. It's an ERA of 2.62 for Brophy. For Brophy, the won-loss record not going to be the best. He got the unfortunate advantage of getting the second game against Sedgwick County. His first appearance was actually in relief the first weekend against Marino. If I remember correctly, it's the second game of the doubleheader against Marino for Brophy's first appearance. He followed Trejo in that second game, then lost the game in the second game of the doubleheader to Sedgwick County. For Wiggins, here's the batting order. Cale Crosent leads things off, followed by Emilio Bravo Sosa and Josh Doran. Devin Harshman bats in the cleanup spot, followed by Isaac Oberg and Dylan Harshman. Rounding out the Wiggins batting order, Joe Doran, Jacob Jensen, and Pete Camerzell. 6-0 the Yuma lead here in the bottom of the first inning. Yuma sends 10 to the plate, 6 runs, 6 hits, helped out by 3 errors. Yuma strands 1. Given the start in the first game and kind of the sloppiness of the first game despite the win. That's what Yuma wanted to start the second. Brophy winds and fires. The first pitch to the right-handed hitting Kale Crosent is on the outside corner away from the right-hander, called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to Crosent at the plate. Brophy, the lefty, winds and fires. The 0-1. This is going to be flared into the nice picket fence yard back behind first base. Brophy works ahead in the count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. And if you're just joining us, Yuma took the first 8-5 of this doubleheader. Brophy's 0-2. Outside corner, called strike 3. Crosent strikes out looking to start the bottom of the first inning, 1 away. Emilio Bravo Sosa, the Wiggins third baseman, will be the batter. Home plate umpire we saw in the first game. Same umpires in the first game. Give plenty on the strike zone corners. Brophy winds and fires. First pitch, swing and miss, strike 1. 0-1 to Emilio Bravo Sosa at the plate for Wiggins. Brophy peers over the top of the glove, arms behind the head into the line. Good looking. I think that was a slider, broke across the middle of the plate, called strike 2. I think that's what he got Crosent on. This one a lot more seeable on the break. Starts in the left-handed batter's box and just sweeps across. Now the 0-2, swing and a miss. It's back-to-back strikeouts for Brophy to start the bottom of the first inning. Conventional wisdom has been that lefty slider is always just kind of a natural break for a left-hander, and for Brophy as a sophomore, able to harness that. 2+ pitches, good start. First pitch on the fastball inside to Josh Doran. Takes it for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Doran at the plate. Base is empty, 2 away, bottom of the first. Brophy kicks and fires, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Kind of went same location, doubled up on location. That time Doran swings and misses. 1-1. Brophy winds and fires, 1-1. Swing and a miss, got him to chase one down in the dirt, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes to Doran. Brophy trying to make it a clean first inning. Missed low on a fastball, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Hear the glove pop on that fastball. Good velocity. 2-2. Fouled straight back and out of play. Count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 to Doran at the plate. Brophy 2 strikeouts to start the bottom of the first inning. Infield and outfield both play straight up. 2-2. Slider in for a called strike 3. Tied Doran up. Same looking on that slider. Started in the left-hand batter's box, let it sweep across the plate, and Brophy strikes out the side to open up. Back in Wiggins, Mark Romero with you on 100.9 KNEC, KNECradio.com. Slick Spot is the heavy-duty solution for Yuma and Morgan County. With 2 locations, they offer tires to fit any need, repair or replacement parts without the big price tag, and 24-hour emergency service. They bring the fix to you. Call or stop by Slick Spot in Ray or Fort Morgan for all your farm, truck tire, and diesel repair needs. 6-0, Yuma leads Wiggins as we get set for the top of the second inning. Johnny Trejo, Addison Weathers, Jake Gordon, that's 2, 3, 4 in the Yuma batting order, all due up. Dylan Harshman starts his second inning of work on the mound for Wiggins. 4 Harshman in that first inning. 6 runs, though, just 2 earned on 6 hits. No walks, no strikeouts. Wiggins with 3 errors in the first inning. Johnny Trejo will lead things off. Trejo doubled to left field his first time up. Harshman starts his second inning of work on the mound for the Tigers. Again, white on white, the orange stripe with Tigers across the middle. Trejo takes on the outside corner. Strike one called. For Yuma, it's the Road Reds for the first time. Red with white numerals and lettering. 0-1, Trejo swings. That one slapped on the ground. Takes a bad hop off of the shortstop, Josh Doran, and Trejo will be safe at first. Home plate umpire is going to call time and go out and make sure Doran is safe. He was lined up right in front. And as the ball got to him, low hop, then the high hop right up, either upper chest or into the face. Yuma has the leadoff hitter aboard, but give credit to the home plate umpire. More importantly, go out and make sure the kid's okay. That was hit fairly hard and took the weird bounce up into the head. Now Harshman will step off, look Trejo back at first base. Trejo is a threat to run. Isaac Oberg, will hold him on there. First pitch to Addison Weathers. Weathers will take inside, ball one. Weathers singled his first time up. 6-0 Yuma's lead, top of the second. Leadoff hitter aboard in the form of Johnny Trejo on the fourth Wiggins error. 1-0. Weathers swings, ground ball to third. Sosa has to wait for it. Throw is going to pull Crosent off the bag at second base, and everybody's gonna be safe. Sosa had the second hop right to him, tried to start the double play, but the throw to second pulls Crosent away from the bag, and as a result, Trejo safe at second. Weathers aboard at first. Now Jake Gordon. Gordon's 0 for 1, reached on an error his first time up. Harshman from the stretch. Slide step to the plate. Gordon takes at the knee. Strike one called. First and second for Yuma. Nobody out to start the second inning. Outfield will play the right-handed hitting Gordon straight up. Harshman will step off the rubber and look Trejo back to second. Between games, Gordon changed from the Cespedes neon arm sleeve to the more traditional Yuma red. Gordon swing and miss, strike two. Harshman left one up in the zone. Gordon tried to take advantage of it and came up empty. No balls, 2 strikes to Jake Gordon at the plate. Runners on first and second with nobody out. 6-0 the Yuma lead. Gordon will choke way up on the bat. 0-2, outside corner, called strike 3. Gordon's the first out of the inning. Now Paul Brophy. Brophy 1 for 1. Brophy doubled his first time up. Still first and second for Yuma. Brophy, long look down to Coach Niswanger at third base for the signs. Now steps in from the left side. Trejo away from second. Weathers away from first. Now one out. First pitch, Brophy swings. That's popped up tall on the infield. It will be the shortstop Josh Doran who will find it, make the catch, and Brophy's retired on the tall pop out for out number 2. So 2 away for Manny Tenna. Tenna singled his first time up, 1 for 1. Still first and second for Yuma with 2 outs now. Harshman from the stretch. First pitch, Tenna swings and misses, strike 1. About belt high, but on the outside portion of the plate. 0-1 to Tenna. Yuma had the first 2 reach on errors. Still at the same spots, first and second, as Harshman will step off and look the runners back. Nobody really holding. Now Crosent will somewhat hold Trejo at second base. Oberg plays behind Weathers at first. Fastball from Harshman misses up in the zone. Ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. A ball and a strike to Manny Tenna at the plate. Harshman looked to second. Now the 1-1 from the stretch. Inside to the right-handed hitting Tenna. A step back to avoid. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. A little bit cooler than when we started. Still gorgeous for the second game. 2-1. Tennis swings. That one's popped up tall. Shallow center field. The center fielder, Camerzel, coming in. Must have called for it because it drops. Trejo will score. Throw comes to the plate on that throw. Tenna's into second. Weathers goes to third. An RBI single for Manny Tenna. Again, hit tall, but not all that deep. Croson going back, I don't think realized he might have had a shot to get to it. Camerzel playing deep, coming back. Couldn't get it either. It's now runners on second and third for Yuma. A run across a 7-0 lead. Giovanni Rodriguez at the plate. First pitch, Rodriguez swings. Ground ball to third. Bravo Sosa will have it. Tenna running in front is going to be tagged out, and that's the third out of the inning. Hit right to the third baseman, Bravo Sosa. Tenna tried to cross over in front. Bravo Sosa will tag Tenna out to end the inning. Yuma tacks a run on, though. A run on a hit, a runner left aboard. We've played an inning and a half. It's Yuma 7, Wiggins 0 on KNEC. 7-0 Yuma leads Wiggins as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Mark Romero with you on 100.9 KNEC and online knecradio.com. For Wiggins in the second inning, the 4-5-6 in the batting order, Devin Harshman, Isaac Oberg, and Dylan Harshman. Paul Brophy starts his second inning of work on the mound. Plenty of run support this game for Brophy. 7 runs spotted to him in the first couple of innings. Left fielder Devin Harshman will lead things off. Brophy in his first inning struck out the side in order. Harshman to lead things off. Lefty bat at the plate. Sophomore lefty Paul Brophy winds and fires. First pitch. This is low and outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Harshman at the plate, leading off the bottom of the second for Wiggins. Brophy winds the 1-0. Outside corner away from the lefty, called strike 1. Ball and a strike, the count. Brophy peers over the top of the glove, arms behind the head, into the wind, 1-1. That one sliced hard, foul out of play, third base side. Ball and 2 strikes. Brophy works ahead in the count to Devin Harshman, leading off the bottom of the second inning. Brophy kicks his 1-2. Slapped foul, third base side. So Harshman will stay alive at the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. 1-2, the count remains. Isaac Oberg on deck for Wiggins. The 1-2 to Harshman from Brophy. High, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outfielding Gordon will shade Harshman a bit towards center. 2-2. Slap down the third base line. It drops foul down the left field line. Count holds it 2-2. I think that's why you see Brophy working a bit away from the left-handed hitter. Brophy with good velocity for the sophomore, and that's why Gordon in right field positioned almost into the gap. They'll move Tenna closer to the line following that foul ball. Shade everybody to the opposite field, left field. Harshman swings. That one's popped straight back and out of play. Count holds it 2-2. 2-2 it remains to Devin Harshman at the plate. Harshman leading off the bottom of the second inning for Wiggins. Team up 7-0. 6 in the first, 1 in the second. The 2-2 again. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Harshman leading off the bottom of the second. Brophy winds his 3-2. Swung on off the handle of the bat. Brophy has to let it drop. Fields throw to first. Not gonna be in time. Just a little blooper off the handle, right side of the infield. Brophy falling off the mound, tried to get it. Couldn't find it to make the catch, played it on the hop, and it ends up being an infield single for Devin Harshman to lead off the bottom of the second. Now first baseman Isaac Oberg. Brophy from the stretch for the first time. Sets at the chest, kick and fire. First pitch inside to the right-handed hitting Oberg. Ball one. Brophy from that left side pitching. A great move to first base. You saw on the stretch. Harshman already going back to first. First look. Oberg swings. Ground ball. Weathers deep into the hole. Has it. The throw on the hop will get Oberg at first base. Weathers had to go deep into the hole, moving to his right, able to get it, threw it on a hop. Rodriguez scoops, and Oberg's out at first for the first out of the inning. Harshman will move to second on the play, but we've seen a number, it's at least the third standout play for the Yuma infield between the two doubleheaders. Now Dylan Harshman, the Wiggins pitcher. First pitch inside will back Harshman off the plate. Ball one to the right-hander. Runner on second, one out for Wiggins. Devin Harshman away from second. Brophy sets at the chest. Peek back to second base. The 1-0 to Dylan Harshman. Swing and miss. Strike one. Tied him up. Pitch up and inside to the right-hander. 1-1's the count. A ball and a strike. Wells relays the signs to Brophy. Long look at second. Now the 1-1. Breaking pitch swung on. In the air. Center field. Falkenberg going back. It's over his head at the bottom of the fence. Harshman will be into second. The throw gets away down the third base line, but Devin Harshman, who had to hold to see if Falkenberg could get it in center field, only ends up at third, and on the errant throw has to hold up at third base. Ends up being a double for Dylan Harshman. Devin Harshman only up 90 feet to third. I think Falkenberg again, you've seen a few of the outfielders trying to look up into the tall sky, just couldn't quite find it. Now Joe Dorn at the plate. Second and third, one out for Wiggins. First pitch to Dorn. Fastball on the inside corner. Strike one called. Brophy trying to work out of a little traffic here for Yuma in the bottom of the second inning. 7-0 Yuma leads. Wiggins was second and third and one out. Brophy winds and fires the 0-1. Swung on ground ball to second. McCreath will have it. He'll go to first to get the out. Second out of the inning, and on the play, Devin Harshman's in to score. Dylan Harshman to third base. Ground out 4-3 on the putout. Devin Harshman will score. Dylan Harshman to third. 7-1 the Yuma lead. But two outs in the inning. Jacob Jensen will be the batter. Runner on third with two outs for Wiggins. First pitch, Jensen swings and misses. Strike one. Jensen was at the plate to end the first game of the doubleheader. Failed squeeze attempt, and the runner coming in from third ended up being caught stealing. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Brophy went up in the zone with a good fastball, and it's 0-2. No balls, two strikes, two outs. Bottom of the second, the 0-2 from Brophy. Swing and a miss. Brophy will strike out Jensen to the end of the inning. A run across for Wiggins. A runner left aboard. Two complete. Yuma 7, Wiggins 1. 100.9 KNEC, KNECradio.com. 7 runs, 7 hits. No errors, 3 left aboard for Yuma. 1 run on 2 hits, 5 errors, 1 left aboard for Wiggins. It's 7-1 Yuma over Wiggins as we move along to the top of the third inning on the First Farm Bank scoreboard. At First Farm Bank, you'll get great customer service and products loaded with features to help you reach your personal banking goals. Stop by the Sterling or Yuma locations to check out the great products and services. First Farm Bank, hometown values, hometown strong. 8-9-1 in the Yuma batting order due up here in the top of the third inning. Chase McCreath, Alex Falkenberg, Steven Wells all set to face Dylan Harshman, the freshman on the mound for Wiggins. For Harshman in the 2 innings, it's been 7 runs, still just 2 earned. 7 runs, 7 hits, a strikeout, no walks. Yuma took the first of the doubleheader, 8-5, trying for the sweep. Indians are 6-1 overall, 6-1 in league play. They'll have a doubleheader on Saturday at Caliche, 11 o'clock first pitch right here on 100.9 KNEC. Next week, just the Thursday game. It's actually really nice scheduling with just the solo Thursday game. I believe that's the Brush game. Without having the schedule right at my fingertips. Then off for Good Friday, off the Saturday before Easter. Chase McCreath will lead things off. McCreath doubled his first time up, 1-for-1 on the nightcap of the doubleheader. First pitch swinging is McCreath, and that's right at the Yuma crowd. On the first base side, foul ball, strike 1. Nearly handled one-handed by the Yuma fan, but couldn't quite get it. Though off the hop, he would have been able to recover and make the throw at first if need be. The 0-1. Fastball from Harshman's high, ball 1. Ball and a strike to Chase McCreath leading off the top of the third inning. Harshman kicks the 1-1. McCreath swings. This one's in the air to deep left field. Going back is Harshman. Looking up is Harshman. He has to play it off the bottom of the fence. McCreath will be into second base, his second double of the ball game. Devin Harshman, the left fielder, going back, kept looking up, and finally realized he's going to have to play it off the bottom of the chain link fence. And it's a leadoff double for Chase McCreath, his second double of the game. Now Alex Falkenberg. Falkenberg singled his first time up, first pitch swinging. This one's off the end of the bat into shallow left field. This one's going to fall in front of Jacob Jensen. It'll be a single for Falkenberg. McCreath being waved around, throw to the plate, not in time. An RBI single for Alex Falkenberg. Again, that one just off the end of the bat. Jensen charging in, had to play it on the hop. McCreath being waved around the entire way, and it's an RBI single for Falkenberg and an 8-1 Yuma lead. Now the top of the order with Steven Wells. And we're going to have substitutions for Wiggins coming in. As it looks like Jensen, the right fielder, is going to be replaced. So Jensen in left field, in right field, will be pulled out. Diego Cordero Granados will be the replacement in right field. Seen Wiggins in this one struggle a bit defensively. 5 errors don't tell the entire story because we've seen their outfielders get turned around a bit as well. Steven Wells to the plate. Wells is 0 for 2. Fly out, ground out, 2 trips. First pitch swinging. Wells slaps this one back up the middle on the ground into center field. Falkenberg takes a big turn at second as Camerzell gets it back in. It's a single for Falkenberg, and Yuma will have runners on first and second with nobody out. Now Johnny Trejo. Trejo's 1 for 2. A double, and he's reached on an error. It's already 10 hits for Yuma in the game. 8-1, Yuma's lead, top of the third, nobody out, with runners on first and second. 10 hits with nobody out in the top of the third. First pitch, Trejo swings. This one's in the air to center field. Camerzell going back. Camerzell reaching up. It's over his head. Trejo will be into second. Falkenberg will score. Wells gets the stop sign at third base. It was Lynch running for Wells. It's an RBI double for Trejo. And we're going to have a pitching change for Wiggins before Addison Weathers comes to the plate. 9-1 the Yuma lead. Weathers will come to the plate to face a relief pitcher. It will be Cale Crosant who will be on to pitch for Wiggins. When Weathers steps into the box, he'll have runners on second and third. Still no outs in the top of the third inning. Top of the third, 9-1 Yuma's lead. Pitching change for Wiggins on KNEC. It'll end up being just a straight position swap for Wiggins. Cale Crosant will be on to pitch. Dylan Harshman will replace Crosant at second base. For Crosant, the junior, he's appeared in 2 games, 3 1/3 innings pitched for Crosant, a 0.00 ERA. In those 3 1/3 innings for Crosant, no runs on 4 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Crosant will inherit runners at second and third. Caden Lynch running for catcher. Steven Wells is the runner at third base. Johnny Trejo's at second. The batter is Addison Weathers. 2 on, nobody out here in the third. Weathers' first pitch swinging. This one's popped up high on the infield. It will be the second baseman, Dylan Harshman, who will make the catch. And that is the first out of the inning. Again, a hit a mile high on the infield. But it results in an out, 1 away. Now Jake Gordon. Gordon's 0 for 2. Reached on an error and a strikeout. First pitch, Gordon swings and misses. Chased a fastball up in the zone. Strike 1. 0-1 to Gordon. Crosant bends over at the waist to get the signs. Will work from the stretch. Sets at the belt. Gordon swings. That one on the ground. It will go to the shortstop, Josh Dorn. Long throw across is not going to be in time, as Gordon will leg it out an infield single. Lynch scores. Trejo to third. It's a 10-1 Yuma lead. Was hit on the ground, not all that hard. Emilio Bravo Sosa, the third baseman, elected to let it go through to the shortstop, Doran, who was in position to make the grab and throw across, but the throw not in time. Runners on the corners now for Paul Brophy. Brophy's 1 for 2, double and a flyout in 2 trips. Crosant will work from the stretch. Short lead for Gordon at first. First pitch, strike at the knees to Brophy. No balls, 1 strike the count. 3 runs across in the inning for Yuma. 10 runs on 12 hits in the game. 10-1 Yuma leads. Again, a short lead for Gordon away from first. Crosant deals from the stretch. 0-1. Brophy takes up and outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Trejo, the lead runner at third. Gordon away from first. Oberg will hold Gordon on. 1-1. Gordon goes, pitches a strike. Throw will go down to second base. Gordon's in. It bounces away from Harshman, the second baseman. Trejo will score. It's a 10-run Yuma lead, 11-1. Give Gordon the stolen base in the second. Trejo will score on the throwing error on the catcher for Wiggins. Now the pitch, Brophy swings. This one's ripped into left field. That will drop in front of Cordero Granados in right. The throw will come through to the plate. The slide, the tag. Gordon is tagged out at the plate for the second out of the inning. Brophy will end up at second base. Gordon was being waved around. Gordon tried to score and ends up being tagged out at home plate on a good throw. On that throw, Brophy in the second, and again we will have the courtesy runner for Brophy at second base. Caraveo runs. 10 is the batter. 11-1 the Yuma lead. Now 2 outs in the third. Crosant will spin and look the runner back to second base. Caraveo. 10 is 2 for 2. Pair of singles and 2 trips. 11-1 Yuma's lead. Runner goes. Crosant will throw to third. They have Caraveo in the rundown. It's Bravo Sosa with it, and Bravo Sosa will tag the courtesy runner Caraveo out, and that ends the inning. Crosant on the mound, set and held. Caraveo took off, and Caraveo gets picked off to end the inning. Yuma will tack 4 more runs on, though. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. 11-1, Yuma's lead on 100.9 KNEC and KNECradio.com. We move to the bottom of the 3rd inning. 11-1, Yuma leads Wiggins on Mark Romero on 100.9 KNEC, KNECradio.com, or on the free TuneIn Radio app when you search for KNEC. We can close the book now on Wiggins starting pitcher Dylan Harshman. He would be the pitcher of record. Harshman with 2 innings thrown, 11 runs, 6 earned on 11 hits, 1 strikeout and no walks for Harshman. Paul Brophy set to begin his 3rd inning of work on the mound for Yuma. For Brophy, in 2 innings, 1 run it was earned on 2 hits, 4 strikeouts, no walks for Brophy. He'll face 9-1-2 in the Wiggins batting order. Although we do have some defensive substitutions for Yuma. Looks like Caden Lynch will be the replacement for Johnny Trejo at 3rd base. That's the one that I can catch, obviously. Tenna remains there. Oh, no, excuse me. Trejo will go to center field. That's where the change is. It's Lynch at 3rd. First pitch to Pete Camerzell, misses outside. The right-handed hitting Camerzell, ball 1. Wind and fire from Brophy. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. A 1-1 from Brophy. Swung on, ground ball to second. McCreath moving to his left will have it. Little shovel to Rodriguez at first. And Camerzell is retired on the ground out for the first out of the inning. Good job by McCreath. Not the easiest play, moving towards first base, but fielded it clean, and instead of an underhand, give a little extra behind it, the shovel pass to first base, and Camerzell's retired. Now Cal Crosent, the Wiggins pitcher, in relief. Crosent's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. First pitch from Brophy. Misses outside, away from the right-handed hitting Crosent, ball 1. 11-1, the Yuma lead. Bottom of the 3rd inning, bases empty, 1 out. Brophy winds his 1-0. Misses a bit up in the zone, maybe a tad inside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Did see the changes a little bit for Yuma when they were up against Ray as well. 2-0. This one swung on, a chopper right back to Brophy. Fields clean, regathers. Throw to Rodriguez at first is in time. It's 2 batters, 2 ground outs to start the bottom of the 3rd inning. Now the 3rd baseman, Emilio Bravo Sosa. Sosa struck out his first time up. Bases are empty, 2 away, bottom of the 3rd inning. Yuma an 11-1 lead. Coach Niswonger with the big lead. Chance here to try and play some younger kids at spots if you need to. Swing and a miss. Good tilt on that one. Say good tilt for Brophy, working down in the zone. The pitch biting down in the zone. Now Brophy will want to have a chat with his catcher, Stephen Wells. 2 will discuss things briefly and then regather. 0-1. The count to Emilio Bravo Sosa at the plate. Bases empty, 2 away. Brophy peers over the top of the glove. Wells will relay the signs in. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch outside the zone, but Bravo Sosa would chase it on the outer part. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Yuma up 11-1. Brophy winds his 0-2. Swung on. Shallow center field. Trejo coming in. Will make the catch. And that ends the inning. 11-1 the Yuma lead. We go to the fourth inning. This is Yuma Indians baseball on 100.9 KNEC and KNECradio.com. Top of the fourth inning, Yuma 11, Wiggins 1. Mark Romero with you on 100.9 KNEC, KNECradio.com on the free TuneIn radio app when you search for KNEC. Shop of Yuma provides all you need in one spot. You can get everything from daily essentials to specialty items and even prescriptions. With competitive prices, weekly specials, and a great rewards program, Shopall works hard to be the best in your business time and time again. Manny Tenna will lead things off for Yuma. Tenna, Rodriguez, McCreath all due up to face Wiggins pitcher Cale Crosant, who came on in relief of Dylan Harshman last inning. 6 in the first, a run in the second, 4 in the third for Yuma. 11 runs on 13 hits. Unofficially 6 Wiggins errors in the game. Manny Tenna will lead things off. Tenna was at the plate when Orlando Caraveo was picked off between second and third base. Tenna's 2 for 2, single, and 2 trips. First pitch, Tenna able to check the swing on a pitch up and inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, the count to 10 at the plate, leading off the top of the fourth inning for Yuma. Crosant works from the wind. Pitch is a breaking pitch that stays outside, ball 2. Crosant kind of has a little bit of that shot put look as well, where it's not necessarily a fluid delivery, but a little bit of a hitch. Outside corner called strike 1. 2 balls and a strike to Manny Tenna. Crosant kicks, 2-1. Tenna swings out, one's fouled straight back. Count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The sun started to go down a little bit behind the tree line here in Wiggins. A little chillier, starting to see a few more forks in the coats. 2-2 bounces to the plate. Ball 3, counts full to Manny Tenna, leading off the top of the fourth inning. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 to Tenna. Crosant kicks, 3-2. Inside. That's ball 4 by my count. Home plate umpire looking at Tenna. And now signals with the 4 fingers that it was indeed ball 4. Don't always count mine as official. Occasionally on the iPad scoring, hit a button one too many times or something of that nature. But I had it at 4. Tenna was trying to stay in. It was ball 4. Leadoff walk to start the fourth inning for Manny Tenna. Now Giovanni Rodriguez, been on twice. Error fielder's choice. First pitch swinging. This one's fouled off the backstop. Strike 1. No balls and a strike to the Yuma first baseman Giovanni Rodriguez. Tenna short lead away from first. Isaac Oberg holds him there for Wiggins. Crosant works from the stretch. The pitch instead. Crosant's going to look Tenna back to first base. Now the pitch, breaking pitch. Rodriguez waits on it. This one flared. Shallow center field. The second baseman, Harshman, will grab it. Flip to Doran covering second. And Tenna is forced out at second base for the first out. It was hit in the air, but not particularly hard. Tenna kind of had to wait. And as a result, forced out. Now Chase McCreath, first pitch is in the dirt, ball one. It's one of those where a lot of times you don't hit it hard. It still works for you. That time for Yuma worked against him. Didn't hit it hard enough to go deep, and as a result, a force at second. McCreath will foul this one straight back and out of play for strike one. In fact, that one was fouled off the mask of the catcher, Joe Doran. And as a result of that, ricochet ends up in the Yuma stands, which are just to my right down the first base line. Home plate umpire going to give Doran a little extra time. He doesn't look like he needs it. I think it caught him clean enough that he's okay. In fact, his umpire, I think, asked the question, "You okay?" And Doran just put the hands up. Yeah, didn't even feel it. Now the 1-1. And that's going to be fouled off the knob of the bat for strike two. McCreath tried to check the swing, and I think that went right off the knob of the bat. 1-2 now the count. Could hear the ting even where we're at. 1-2. Outside, ball one. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Chase McCreath at the plate. Runner on first is Giovanni Rodriguez. 1 out in the inning. 2-2. Misses high, ball 3. Snap throw back to first. Rodriguez was back to the bag. Rodriguez faked like he was going to go. Took his time a little bit getting back. I think more to just try and draw that throw. See if Wiggins would throw it away. They didn't. Now the 3-2. Fouled away and out of play. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Chase McCreath at the plate. Rodriguez the runner at first. 11-1 Yuma's lead, top of the 4th. Outside, ball 4. McCreath will draw the full count base on balls. Now we'll see Alex Falkenberg step in. Falkenberg's 2 for 2. Single, and 2 trips. Crosent from the stretch. First pitch, Falkenberg swings. This one's gonna find its way out of play down the right field line. Strike 1. No balls and a strike to Falkenberg. Rodriguez the lead runner at second. McCreath at first will be held on by Oberg. 2 on, 1 out, top of the 4th. 0-1. This one, ground ball, slow roller to third. Bravo Sosa will field. He'll take it the short way to the third base bag. Rodriguez is a force out victim at third base for the second out of the inning. McCreath to second. Falkenberg will be at first. So runners at first and second for Yuma, now with 2 outs. As catcher Stephen Wells will stand in. Wells is 1 for 3. Fly out, ground out, single in 3 trips. First and second, 2 outs. 11-1 Yuma's lead in the top of the 4th inning. Crosent from the stretch. Misses outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Stephen Wells at the plate. McCreath away from second. Falkenberg away from first. Good speed on the bases for Yuma. 1-0. Wells takes cold. Strike 1. May have been the off speed from Crosent or changed the velocity on the fastball. Not the big break, but just a little sink at the end. Now the 1-1. Breaking pitch. Wells waits on it. It's popped up. Shallow right field. It will be the second baseman, Dylan Harshman, who goes back and makes the catch. Wells pops up to end the inning. Yuma gets a couple of base runners on, can't force anything across. We are in the middle of the 4th inning. Still a 10-run Yuma lead. 11-1 Yuma over Wiggins on 100.9 KNEC and KNECradio.com. Bottom of the fourth inning, Yuma 11, Wiggins 1. Mark Romero with you on 100.9 KNEC, online knecradio.com. Stephen Wells behind the plate, Giovanni Rodriguez at first, Jason McCreath at second, Caden Lynch the third baseman, Addison Weathers the shortstop, outfield left to right, Manny Tenna, Johnny Trejo, Alex Falkenberg replacing Jake Gordon in right field. Give the old man senior a little bit of a break. Paul Brophy set to start his fourth inning of work on the mound. A run on 2 hits for Brophy. It'll be Josh Doran, Devin Harshman, Isaac Oberg, 3-4-5 in the Wiggins batting order. Doran's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. First pitch, swing and miss, strike one. Outside portion of the plate, 0-1 the count. 11 runs on 13 hits for Yuma. For Brophy, 4 strikeouts in the game. His 0-1. Swung on, ground ball to second. McCreath charging in, step to his left, has it. Field clean throw to Rodriguez at first. It's a ground out for Josh Doran to start off the bottom of the fourth inning. Base is empty, now 1 out. It will be Devin Harshman, the left fielder, stepping in. Harshman's 1 for 1. Singled his first time up. It ended up as an infield single. He kind of hit it off the handle of the bat in the air. Dropped where nobody could really get it and make a good throw. First pitch swinging. This one's a little flare into shallow right field. Coming in is Alex Falkenberg, and Falkenberg will make the catch for the second out of the inning. Again, not hit hard that time. Falkenberg, good positioning before the pitch. Falkenberg makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Now the first baseman, Isaac Oberg. Oberg is 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. Brophy winds and fires. First pitch swing, and that one straight back and out of play. Strike one. No balls, 1 strike. Brophy gets a new baseball. Wells will look to the Yuma dugout down the first base line for the signs to relay them in. Brophy winds the 0-1 offering. Swung on in the air down the first base line. Rodriguez moving over near the fence will make the catch in foul territory, and that will end the inning. That was a great jump by Rodriguez off the bat, moving towards the fence. The question is it going to stay in play? It did. Rodriguez got there, and Oberg out in foul territory for the third out of the inning. We go to the fifth, 11-1 Yuma over Wiggins on KNEC and knecradio.com. Top of the fifth inning, Mark Romero with you on 100.9 KNEC, knecradio.com. 11-1 Yuma over Wiggins. Johnny Trejo, Addison Weathers, Jake Gordon. I'm guessing Johnny Trejo, Addison Weathers, and Caden Lynch, though I'm going to take a guess here and say we're going to see 3 pinch hitters coming up. I see Christian Holly ready to step in. It's just a matter of which order the pinch hitters are going to stand in. 11-1 the Yuma lead as we go to the top of the fifth inning. It will be Christian Holly to lead things off, batting in place of Johnny Trejo. So get some of the bench players an at-bat with an 11-1 lead. Christian Holly, the sophomore, will lead things off. Julian Blanco on deck. First pitch, Holly takes fastball at the knees, strike one called. No balls and a strike to the sophomore Christian Holly. Holly, as Crescent winds, the 0-1 outside corner, strike 2 called. The season for Holly, 1 hit, 3 at-bats, a .333 average. The 0-2 swung on, that one's popped straight up right behind me for remain strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. One of the Yuma fans went for it and then kind of bailed out. Somebody's saying take the hat off. It's also a pigeon around the infield now. 0-2, Hawley swings this one, a drive deep into the left center field gap. Going back is Harshman, looking up is Harshman. It's a pinch hit home run for Christian Hawley, Yuma's first home run of the season. On an 0-2 pitch, Christian Hawley drives one deep over the left center field fence. Entire Indians dugout out to celebrate as the sophomore hits Yuma's first round tripper of the season. Well, there's your insurance run if you're Yuma. 12-1 Indians with the lead. Now the new pinch hitter will be Julian Blanco. Blanco will come on to bat in place of Addison Weathers. First pitch up and outside, ball 1. See Christian's dad going to try and retrieve that baseball, see if he can sneak one home. 12-1 Yuma's lead. In the dirt, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Blanco. Lynch on deck. Outside, ball 3. If I remember correctly, for Blanco, he had a couple of at-bats before he got his first couple plate appearances before his first official at-bat. This one swung on, a ground ball past the diving Bravo Sosa at third base into left field. It's a single for Julian Blanco. That was right down the line. Bravo Sosa at third base trying to dive towards the line, couldn't get it. Now it will be Caden Lynch. Runner on first. Nobody out. Caden Lynch will be the batter, and see Coach Phillips out of the Wiggins dugout. And we're going to have substitution at third base. Although no numbers on the front of the jersey. Can't see exactly who the replacement will be. Try and get him to turn and back and see. So Bravo Sosa will be out. I think this is Benicio Mazuka. So Mazuka will come on as the new third baseman for Wiggins. Christian's dad did go get the baseball. That's a good hustle. Typically at these high school games, some of the younger children like to go snag the baseballs. Christian's dad out-hustled them out there. So Caden Lynch will step in after the defensive sub at third base for Wiggins. Blanco's the runner at first. Nobody out, top of the fifth. 12-1 Yuma's lead. Lynch takes low, ball 1. Yuma a run tacked on the Christian Hawley home run, the Indians' first of the season. Now the 1-0. Swung on. This one's going to be punched into left field. That will drop. A single for Lynch. Blanco will take the turn, hold up at second base. So runners at first and second for Yuma. Fabian Salcido will come in and bat. I think this is the first varsity plate appearance for Salcido, at least in 2017. Salcido will be the batter. Runners on first and second. Blanco at second. Lynch away from first. Nobody out still in the top of the fifth. First pitch, strike on the outside corner. Salcido able to check the swing, I think, but called a strike nonetheless. No balls, 1 strike. From the stretch, Croson delivers. That's high, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 12-1, Yuma's lead top of the 5th. Wiggins will have 6, 7, 8 in the order in the bottom of the 5th inning. Croson from the stretch. Swung on out of play, first base side. He'll bounce in the middle of the street. A ball and 2 strikes now to Fabian Salcido at the plate. Again for Yuma here in the 5th inning. It's just been pinch hit, pinch hit, pinch hit. Get the bench players at bats. Trying to get a new baseball out to Croson. Had so many of them go into the street, and I'm sure a few of them have disappeared. We know where one of them went. Will make its trip back to Yuma. Salcido swings and misses on a pitch sinking down in the zone. Salcido strikes out for the first out of the inning. Now Xavier Smith will be the batter. Runners on first and second for Yuma. Now 1 out, and I think we're going to have a pitching change for Wiggins. Croson's up to 41 pitches. Well, maybe. It looks like we will have a pitching change. Although we can't figure out who it was. He was wearing one of the warm-ups. It will be Alec Oberg in to pitch. Be a pitching change? No. See what the changes will be. Alec Oberg will replace Isaac Oberg. Oh, this is just Wiggins getting some bench players in as well. So good on the Tigers in a 12-1 game. Alec Oberg will come in at first base. There's a new center fielder. Number 22, Hine, who isn't, that's Tyler Hine, who will come in. Didn't catch the other one. So for Wiggins, a few subs in, just trying to get some bench players in as well. Croson does remain on the mound. 12-1. Yuma leads Wiggins, top of the 5th inning. Croson will step back onto the rubber. Xavier Smith will be the batter. Croson works from the stretch. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Smith swings and misses. Tied up on a pitch up and inside. Strike 1. No balls and a strike. To Smith at the plate. Blanco's the lead runner at second. Lynch away from first. 12-1, the Yuma lead. Pitch. Called a strike on the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes to Smith at the plate. 0-2 to Xavier Smith. Runners on first and second, 1 out, top of the 5th inning. 12-1, Yuma lead. From the stretch. Outside corner, called strike 3. That's the second out of the inning. So Giovanni Rodriguez will get a chance to bat. Rodriguez 0 for 3. Reached on an error. Fielder's choice, fielder's choice. First and second for the left-handed hitting first baseman Rodriguez. Now 2 outs. First pitch from Croson. Rodriguez able to check the swing on a pitch low and inside. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. The count to Rodriguez at the plate. Croson will work from the stretch. 0-1. High and outside. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 to Rodriguez. In a long inning for Brophy to sit on the bench. Wonder if he isn't back behind the fence warming up. Rodriguez will swing. It's ripped but foul down the right field line. Strike 1. 2 balls and a strike to Giovanni Rodriguez at the plate. Blanco at second. Lynch at first. 2 outs. Dorn had to go back to field the foul ball that was thrown back in. Didn't quite get it clean. Draws a little giggle from the managers who are actually up above me in the press box. We're down field level. Croson will spin and fake the throw back to second base. Now the 2-1. This is low and outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, the count to Giovanni Rodriguez at the plate. 3-1 to Rodriguez. Runners at first and second for Yuma. Now 2 outs in the inning. Crosent sets. 3-1, high, ball 4. Rodriguez will walk, and that will load the bases, and it will be Chase McCreath who will come to the plate. McCreath 2 for 2. Double walk, the 3 trips for McCreath. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Crosent will go back to the wind with the bases loaded. Yuma's not going to try and run, obviously. First pitch, swing and miss, strike 1. 0-1 to McCreath. Yuma's put up runs in every inning except the 4th. 0-1. Outside corner, strike 2 called. No balls, 2 strikes now the count to Chase McCreath at the plate. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Crosent works from the wind, his 0-2 offering. Swing and a miss, drop. Doran will just have to step on the plate. In fact, everybody goes back to the dugout anyway, so McCreath strikes out swinging, and that ends the inning. Yuma tacks on the insurance run. Christian Hawley's solo home run, Yuma's first of the season. It's a 12-1 Yuma lead. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Paul Brophy tries to end it in 5 innings. So he'll take the rubber in the 5th inning for Yuma. 12-1, Yuma over Wiggins. We go to the 5th on KNEC, knecradio.com. Bottom of the 5th inning, Yuma 12, Wiggins 1. Mark Romero with you on 100.9 KNEC. On the web at knecradio.com. Infield for Yuma will stay the same. Wells behind the plate. Rodriguez at first. McCreath at second. Weathers at short. It will be Lynch at third base. Outfield's going to change up a bit. We'll see Falkenberg, I think, goes to left. I think that's going to be Christian Hawley who will stay in right field. Xavier Smith in center, though. A little tough to tell on the numbers a bit, and lights here at Wiggins are on, but not necessarily the greatest at this twilight hour. Dylan Harshman will lead things off. Paul Brophy trying to finish this off in 5 innings for Yuma. Brophy winds and fires. First pitch bounces to the backstop, ball 1. Harshman's 1 for 1. Harshman doubled his first time up. 6, 7, 8 in the Wiggins batting order. Harshman, Doran, and Cordero Granados. Brophy's 1-0. Swung on. Down the first base line. That's going to drop in shallow right field. A leadoff single for Dylan Harshman. Rodriguez was going back. Hawley was coming in, but neither could get to it. It did drop just fair down the right field line. Now the catcher, Joe Doran. Doran's 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. Wiggins with the leadoff hitter aboard. Bottom of the 5th inning, nobody out. Brophy, first pitch, high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Joe Doran as Harshman will take his lead away from first. Harshman's on the loss column for Wiggins. He was the starting pitcher. Doran takes inside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. Harshman, decent size lead away from first, 2-0. Swung on, that one's popped up high on the infield. Rodriguez, the first baseman, will call everybody off. Giovanni Rodriguez will make the catch for the first out of the inning. So 1 away will be Diego Cordero Granados, who will be the batter, batting for the first time this evening. Runner on first for Wiggins, now 1 out. Brophy works from the stretch. Kick to the plate First pitch, swing and miss, strike one on the inside corner. Runner at first still makes it 10. It's the runner at the plate that Yuma can't let score if they want to end this one early. 0-1. Fastball misses low and inside, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. A ball and a strike to Granados at the plate. Foul to the backstop, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Diego Cordero Granados at the plate. Harshman away from first. Rodriguez holds him on there for Yuma. Brophy works from the stretch. Look over to the runner at first. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss for the second out of the inning. Was dropped by Wells, but with first base occupied, can't run. And now there are 2 outs. Tyler Hine will be the batter, batting for the first time. Hine was a defensive replacement in the top half of the inning. Brophy kicks first pitch, misses high, ball 1. 12-1, Yuma with the lead, bottom of the 5th inning. Wiggins, the runner on first as Harshman takes his lead. The 1-0, called a strike. Well, snap throw back to first. Harshman's back to the bag. A ball and a strike, the count at the plate to Tyler Hine. Runner on first, 2 outs. Brophy trying to get the complete game win in 5 innings. Allowed a run on just 3 hits. 1-1. Inside corner, called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to Hine at the plate. 2 outs. Wiggins down to their final strike. Yuma trying to move to 7-1. The 1-2. Breaking pitch misses outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. Brophy sets at the chest. His 2-2. Inside, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Harshman will be on the move with the pitch. 12-1, the Yuma lead, bottom of the 5th inning. Rodriguez will hold Harshman on at first. Runner goes, pitch, called strike 3. The strikeout at the plate will end the game. Hines strikes out looking. That ends the game. Yuma takes it 12-1 in 5 innings. 12-1, Yuma defeats Wiggins in 5 innings. We will take a timeout. Be back to wrap it up after this on 100.9 KNEC and KNECradio.com.